Good morning, chat. My name is Penbu. I'm the programming, puzzle gaming, and music making VTuber on Linux. And today, well, it's not exactly programming. I guess this is more on the Linux side. I can't call yourself a programming VTuber without any programming, but we'll save that for another time. But yeah, regardless, today is still something technical. If you haven't been here for the previous Over the Wire playthroughs, we have played through Bandit, Natas, and today we're going through Leviathan. Neko Lito, welcome in. And then Leviathan is pretty short. It's only 7 levels. So we may end up going to Krypton 2 today. We'll see. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well. 539, welcome in as well. It's Friday. I'm very ready for the weekend. So for those of you who haven't done wargames before, basically it's they give you a bunch of puzzles and you have to try to find a password, and you do so by doing various exploits on a system. In this case, we're supposed to log into, it was around here somewhere. I saw it in here somewhere. Alright, level 0. Yeah, okay, hold on. Here it is. Got the SSH into this thing here. So SSH Leviathan 0 at this port 2223. And it does say here the password is Leviathan 0 as well. Let me know if you can't see this. Maybe I can make this a little bit bigger. Not that we're going to be using it too much anyway. So go ahead and copy that in. And then now we are in the server. Going from level 0 to level 1. There's no information on it for this level intentionally. And so just go over the game here. Leviathan is a war game that has been rescued from the demise of Intruded.net, previously hosted on leviathan.intruded.net. Zero Time, welcome in. Big thanks to ADC, Morla, and Reth for their help in resurrecting this game. What follows below is the original description of Leviathan, copied from Intruded.net. Summary, nothing, difficulty 1 out of 10, so we should be able to breeze through this pretty quickly, it sounds like. Got 8 levels, Linux on x86. Anders Tonfeld is the author. We'd like to thank Astromonk for coming with a replacement idea for the last level, Dead Food for finding a level jump, and Koi for finding a non-planned vulnerability. Those are always fun. Description: this wargame doesn't require any knowledge about programming, just a bit of common sense and knowledge about basic Nix commands. We had no idea that it'd be this hard to make an interesting wargame that wouldn't require programming abilities from the players. Hopefully we made an interesting challenge for the new ones. We'll see about that. Common sense, I'm pretty sure I have that. Basic Nix commands, I have much more than that. So, here we go. Leviathan levels are called Leviathan 0, 1, etc. and can be accessed on this through port this, and then we just use this one. Data for the levels can be found in the home directories, so we'll have a look at the home directory. And then this path here for the level passwords. So our approach here is we're going to have to find something in the home directories, and then use that to try to get into the passwords. If you'd like to follow along, this is what we're playing, and so feel free to try to get ahead of me. So first thing we can do, we do an ls to look into our home directory. There are no non-hidden files there. ls-a will show us the hidden files. And so we have backup, bash logout, bash rc, and .profile. We can use less to look into each of these files. So we'll go with profile first. So what we're looking here is some sort of thing that looks out of place or it looks insecure. And so far, this seems like a very normal, normal profile. Gonna have to try this for myself. Actually, yeah, go ahead. It's, if this is like any of the other ones, this is a lot of fun. They do recommend that you start with bandits, but it is also pretty long. This is 34 levels. But considering that Leviathan seems to be pretty easy, it's probably fine to start there too. Yeah, I didn't realize that you were a technical person. Do you do programming? No, so this so far seems to be pretty standard as far as profiles go. Bash RC, which we do have. This also seems fairly standard at a glance. We're on a Debian system, or an Ubuntu system probably. I prefer SQL and analytics, but do tech stuff and programming. Ah, very nice. I haven't touched SQL in years. No, that's not true. I think I had to do a bit of SQL for some web databases on GCP, but other than that, yeah, I haven't really touched SQL very much. Bash logout. There's nothing really here. SQL, my beloved. I remember in university, so I had a database course in university, and we had used, I don't remember what it was. It was SQL embedded in C, and it was from IBM. If anyone remembers what that is. DB2? Was it DB2? Or something like that. Bash logout gets called on logout, so that's not really going to help here. What is unusual here, though, is backup. So that's a directory. And then it looks like we do have a bookmarks file in here. And then we have all sorts of HTML. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to look through this. Now maybe we do have Leviathan pass here and Leviathan 1 here. Jovia, welcome in. And so we can try to cat this out, but it's permission denied because it's owned by Leviathan 1, of course, and only Leviathan 1 has access to it. What's Over the Wire? It is a site full of war games, and these war games have you exploit vulnerabilities to try to get into the system. Basically, if you've ever played Capture the Flag, in the technical context, I think it's pretty much the same thing. We're going over Leviathan today. May as well drop the link there again. Pretty sure it's in the YouTube description too. Yeah, so because we don't have the correct permissions here, we can't access that. So either we try to gain access to Leviathan 1, or we try to find it some other way. But we do have the backup directory here. So we can actually at least try to see if there's any hints in here. So we can look for Leviathan 1 and then all of that. Do not put your password in a in a file like this. This will be fixed later. The password for Leviathan 1 is this string here. Okay. Computer science hacker game, yeah, pretty much. I think you'd enjoy it. Okay, so we're going to log out here. Actually, I'm going to open a TMUX session so that we have multiple windows that we can work with. And then we're going to attempt to do, we're going to attempt to log in there with that password. Leviathan 1 at Leviathan at labs.overthewire.org, port 2233. Clearly think very highly. I mean, you're pretty smart yourself, but even if you're not good at this stuff, this, for example, this one has a difficulty of 1 out of 10. So even if you know nothing, you should be able to get around. Aha! Alright, now we gained access to Leviathan 1. Moving on. I think all of them are just going to say here, no information for this level intentionally. So we're just going to go with the pattern of look and see what's in our thing. So we do have this check program. It is a set UID program with Leviathan 2. We don't know what it does, but we can run it. Set UID here means that if you run it, it'll run as the owning user. So if we run this, it'll run as Leviathan 2, which means we can access anything that Leviathan 2 can access. Or it's as if it was running as Leviathan 2. So we can run this, and there's a password. We don't know what this password is. We can take a look at the profile, bash RC, see if there's anything in here. I don't see anything. No, it should be fine. But we do have, what if we do, hold on, I need the password again, because I did not, oh, right, that's this thing that we did last time too. We need to make sure that do I have over the wire here? OTW, yes, Leviathan. It is very important to make sure you keep track of your passwords, because you never know when you're going to need them. Like now. So Leviathan 1, we're going to have to redo Leviathan 0 because I don't remember what the password was. Thankfully, it's not all that difficult. We're using grep for that now. Leviathan spelling. Leviathan 1 dot backup bookmarks. Then we copy this thing. Okay. And then we can do check this. Wrong password. Goodbye. One more place we can check. Leviathan past Leviathan 2. Okay. That's kind of what we expect. What type of file is check? It is an executable. Okay, so it's not a shell script, unfortunately, which means if we try to look at the contents, it's all going to be binary, and we're not going to be able to see anything useful. Probably. We can do a strings check on this. See what strings are in here. But I also don't think that this is going to give us anything useful. And this is also not basic commands. Level 2, we're already kind of stuck. Actually, no, this is just level 1. What else can we do with check? Oh, but can we brute force this? If we assume that all passwords are going to be, how long is this? 12? We just go through all 12, all strings that have 12 characters in them. And this looks like lowercase, uppercase, and numbers. It's going to suck a little bit, but we can do that. Now, what's the best way to do that? I'm going to say a for loop. Can I do this? I think I can. Yes, I can. Okay. For A to Z. So what we're building here is basically a range 0 to 9. We're going to do that 12 times. What's the best way to do this? That's not just putting this for loop 12 times. But also maybe I don't care. I'm not sure I care. This seems computationally infeasible. Yeah, it also feels like that. So I wonder if there's anything. I wonder if there's anything else. So I know there is a password cracker program out there, but that's not. So I think that's out of scope for this. No, I don't want nano. Leave them. Thank you. Say F1. And we can go ahead and do that. There's got to be a better way. So once we have all that, we can do printf. No, check. There has got to be a better way. 6, F7, F8, F9, 10, F11, F12. The system has GDB. Yes. Oh yeah, you're right. I guess I could probably just check that. Maybe. We're gonna run this anyway because we're already here. Sunk cost. Okay, so with the assumption that this has proper, actually, hold on. This has proper exit codes. We can just echo this and then exit. Return. Break 12. I think that's the thing that you can do. The best way is actually to just turn it into a function. But okay, let's oh right, because it has to be standard input. We're gonna redo that. So we gotta put that in the standard input and then do all that. Okay, that's wrong too. Oh, you know what I think it is? I don't think it matters what the password is. I think it doesn't have the correct exit codes. It's gonna be 0 every time. So we can just say it doesn't have wrong in it. And if it does, and if it does, and it doesn't? Oh, no, no, okay, that's correct. So I want something that doesn't have wrong in it. And then we'll see how long this runs for. I think I'm going to change this a little bit. So this can go... I think we may want to consider echoing this first. And then we do this. grep-q wrong, or break 12. So if it doesn't find it, then we're done. And then we maybe just let this run for a while. In the meantime, we can try another approach. Leviathan 1 at, what was it? Leviathan 1 at leviathanlabs.overthewire.org is still running. I don't know if this thing requires GDB though. This feels like it's too advanced. Questionable. 2223 localhost. Oh, I'm already in there, that's why. So it's important to look at your props. Alright. We're gonna try that again while this thing runs, and maybe it'll find a thing for us. So, going back to the thing here, just a bit of common sense and some knowledge about basic Nix commands. I mean, we can GDB it anyway. Oh. Wait a minute. Can we do something like not scratch? I don't think we can, because doing this requires that our user has access to read this file, which we don't. It's perhaps worth a shot. Well, we can try GDB. No debug symbols found. Now, if only I remember how to use GDB. We're gonna look at strings again. Yeah, well, the problem I think with GDB is that I would need to have some sort of either symbols or decompile the thing or have the source code, and I think that's a little bit too out of scope for this. Oh, what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's missing a couple more. bin sh. Hold up. Oh, wait a minute. Why? Does this run stuff? No. Oh, interesting. If you give it 0 or 1 character, is interactively waits for more input. You know, I vaguely remember that from... Ah. Password might be very short. Okay, hold on. We're gonna cut this. Full disclosure, I think I actually went through this many years ago. And that does sound vaguely familiar. So, in that case, the best way is not to go for this. It's to build it up incrementally. In which case, we still want for F1 do this. Then we do echo into check. Rep Q wrong. And then we do, well, we're gonna add do pass equals F1. We could actually build this up even more. We're just gonna do this somewhat manually. Echo pass check grep for wrong, and if it does, then we continue. Now I'm trying to think of automating this. We're going to say the accumulated password. And then F1. We do this. And then we can loop this until... I suppose it doesn't actually matter though. We're going to start with this. Okay, I'm trying to be a little bit too fancy here. Alright, when we get rid of this, we have F1 first. So for F in all these characters, we do that, and then we echo the password into check. Then we look for this, and then we exit. We break. This doesn't seem right. There's no way it's a 9. Maybe it is a 9. We give it 1. Oh, is this coming from the... No, we can try. Okay, we're gonna try doing this in 2. Maybe not in 2. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing here. Do I have a syntax error? We'll do pass and then echo this and break here, and then we break here. So I don't have a second one. Yes, okay. And of course it's not going to do what I thought it would, because I'm using the wrong variables here. Which that is going to run through everything, and it's not going to find it because the code's wrong. Okay, now I think this is... I do remember doing something like this where you build it up from the ground. It has to do with the default behavior of strings. Wait, what? Oh. New lines? When you line this? I don't think that's it. That can't be it. Okay, hold on. So stepping back a bit here, we have check as a utility. It asks for a password. And if you do it, if you give it 1 with any character, apparently it works, or like it doesn't complain about anything. And then if you give it another 1, then okay, hold on. So if we have the other one, so that means we need to give it a blank first. The strings program not bad. Oh, string. Oh yeah, okay. This string is okay. Let's print the sequence of printable characters in files. So it strings, the reason, or by default, it looks for characters, printable characters that are 4 consecutive or more. So we can say min length is 1. Don't know how useful this is going to be though. Secrets. Okay. Actually, maybe... Kind of hard to tell here. Well, who knows what those strings are? Oh, hold up. Secret permission denied. Is that a shell? That is a shell. Okay, so now that we've unlocked the shell somehow, we can do a cat Leviathan. That's why it had bin shell in it. Okay. Leviathan 2. Cat Leviathan pat. Why does this have to be? Okay, we're gonna go into bash here so that we actually have something. Leviathan pass 2. And now we have this. That took, thanks for the hint there. Okay. And now we're going to exit this so we can log into number 2, even though we already were. Alright. I'm going to assume that there's nothing here either. Of course. We have a print file. File printer usage. This, you can't have that file. And this is a UID program as well. Which means this is owned by Leviathan 3. We can execute this and read it, and when we do, it's going to be run as Leviathan 3. So we can start with this. File printer, etc Leviathan past Leviathan 3. Can't have that file. TL about the strings command. Yeah, so what it does is it finds lists of, or it finds consecutive printable characters, and by default it's 4. And because in a binary, all the strings are embedded within the binary. So you can, if you look at the binary, you can see all the strings. How deep does the Unix rabbit hole go? There is a lot of stuff in there. You know, you can always just look at user bin, and then look at all the binaries that are in here, and then if there's one that catches your eye, go look it up. I found some commands like that, like name I, for example. Shows you a walkthrough of the directory parts, or the path parts. Very handy. Well, I mean, I guess it's not that handy. So it comes in useful sometimes for detecting, for troubleshooting symbolic links, for example. But I like to have it to show off, I guess. Okay, so if we can't have the file, can't have this. Wait, why can't we have that? It is owned by Leviathan 3. Bin cat this file. And the reason why we can't have this file specifically is because why? Where is the logic that says we can't? Okay, so we try to print to permission denied because we don't have access to that. Do we have access to anything in Leviathan 3's home directory? We have access. There's this level 3 thing here. That is also a setuid program, but only runnable by Leviathan 3 and Leviathan 4. But it does mean that we can print file the stuff in here, possibly. Aha. Mr. E and I'm H2 Cat Lover, welcome in. Is this a game? Yes, it is. So this is Over the Wire. We have played a few other war games in the past. And this is specifically Leviathan, which I will paste in chat once more. Basically, the premise of these games is you're trying to... you're given a system, and it's locked down into some degree, but there are some security exploits that you can do to try to gain access to a specific password. And so the game is going through all the puzzles and trying to figure out how to gain password by password. And what's up? What have you been doing? Yeah, it's I've been playing this. Things have been good on my end. I hope things are good on your end too. This has apparently given me more trouble than I thought it would. You know, for a game that only has 8 levels, and it says difficulty 1 of 0 or 1 of 10. You know, we expect it to be a little bit easier than this. And we're already almost an hour in. But anyway, we have this print file, and we have the ability to print certain files, like the profile. And presumably a bunch of other stuff like bash or C. I don't think there's anything useful here though. Bash logouts. It's probably not going to have anything in there. But I can't have level 3 because... why? But also I can't have the level passwords. Permission denied, permission denied. Oh wait a minute, hold on. Leviathan 2. Why is it that you can't? Why is it that only you can't? Okay, something weird about this program. So looking at this again, see if there's anything else. Access set REUID get EUID. EUID being the effective user ID. That's odds. Can we print file bin cats? What other files are useful here? I should not have expected anything anything else from that. Is there anything in here? I don't think so. Leviathan 3. Bin bash. This is the password file, which doesn't actually contain any passwords. It's just a listing of all the users and their groups and shells. You think you know? Okay. So what files can we print out? No, you're wrong? Okay. I was hoping we'd find something in here. IC password is a very funny name. So you actually used to contain passwords back in the early days of Unix. But then that was considered a security risk, and now everything's been moved to etc/shadow. I think this one is owned by roots and only readable by roots. So we can't actually access this. All of the passwords for the username for the users are stored in here, encrypted in encrypted. Yeah, I think they're encrypted. Hashed. Oh yeah, no, yeah, you're right. That would make a lot more sense. You don't want it to be encrypted, you want it to be hashed. Because if they're encrypted, it means you can reverse that, and you don't want to reverse that. No, we can't actually run this though, right? Of course not. No, I need dash A to see what's in here, which I think we already saw was in there, but we can't. We can already read it anyway. When I set up an IRCD, I had all the ops password hash insulted. Yeah, that's best practice. You're supposed to have it. You have to have the passwords hashed, but also hashed with assault. Because if you don't have the salt, then you can rainbow table it. Rainbow table, for those who don't know, is basically a list of passwords and their hashes, so that you can reverse the hash and figure out the password because the hashes match. If you salt it, then the hash will be different, because the hash is basically a short description of what the original text is. It's a mapping from the original text to some shorter string. And so if the original text is different because you've added some random string afterwards or before it, it's called salting, then the hash will be different because the original is different. I learned the hard way because my friend rainbow tabled it. Yeah. I'm rainbow tabling it. Is it actually part of one of these? I actually haven't gone through all the war games, but I do think password cracking is one of the exercises here. Maybe not in Leviathan, but in one of the other ones. But okay, hold on. What do we do with this? We can already read these ourselves if we wanted to. We don't need the print file. But also they contain nothing useful anyway. This is set UID to Leviathan 3. Okay, we're gonna do strings again on print file. The only thing I see here is bin cat. There is no sh. So I don't think we're gonna get a shell out of this. We can get cats. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up. No, I think I got it. This looks like an avenue for injection. So we will get a shell, just not that way. Because we can do print file something, it doesn't really matter. And then bin sh. Can't have that file. Wasn't worth a shot. String interpolation and cat invocation is fishy, but I haven't been able to exploit it. Yeah, I might actually. I'm thinking about it because it might be passing it through what exec, which means exec and not printf, which means that it would be protected from injection like that, probably. What if we give it nothing? Exact one separate args. Oh, like actual function arguments. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. You can tell I don't write in C. Can't have that file check as guarding against this exploit. Yeah, perhaps. I also noticed that there's no single quotes, but that might not actually mean anything. You can't have that file. Bin cat this. Escape. So the escape probably doesn't mean anything in this case. What's this? Is that... There's no way that's an actual thing. Surely that's just coincidence. I'm gonna reset that. Looking closer at strings output looks like both check and print values system. Wait, how did you see that? Right, okay. So here's where we go ahead and, sorry for the flashbang, by the way. Actually, we don't even need to do that. There are man pages for this thing. Execute a shell command. Exec L. Behaves as if it used fork2 to create a child process that executed the shell. Shell command specified in command using exec L as follows. So does this thing print F? Or F? F print F? S print F? S print F. String format, whatever. SN prints F. But what does that mean? If we can't, if we haven't been able to, wait, hold on. Maybe we need to create a file that is named whatever exploit we want. Can't do anything in here. Can we work on temp file? And we call this file bin sh. Right, because we can't actually... hold on. We can create... We can grade it like that. And then we can touch that. Then we can print the file. File... in sh, like that. Aha! We have a shell. And now we can... I'm going to switch to bash. Now we can cat out the password file. Leviathan 3. And there we go. And once again, thank you for the hints. Get out of this. I feel like we maybe weren't supposed to litter the files in there. Maybe we should have deleted them. They used to, I think, spin up virtual machines for these or something. I don't know if they still do. Wait, no, we need Leviathan 3. Because what you're supposed to do... write access to home directories is disabled. It's advised to create a working directory with hard to guess name and temp. Ah. Well. It's fine. So then we have this. We have level 3. Enter the password. which who knows what this is. You got shell. Well, now it at least expects there to be a shell, I guess. Also, there's just stuff in here. Level 3. Wrong. Strings N3. We have all this stuff. And we have this stuff. Like these are words. Or you can see my my cursor there. But we have bomb, we have bad, we have that. Well, those could all be stuff. Could try them out. So this does expect us to be able to do that, or rather get the shell. Or you gotta figure out how to put in the password, what the password is. It's gotta be in here. So it's probably somewhere. It's probably one of these. Bomb bad this maybe. You know, open up one of these. Useful having a notepad. I don't think it's one of these though. Although they do look a little bit too readable for it to just be nothing. And then there's secret too. Just keep going. Of course not. Also worth a shot is the password for this level, which, considering it's not in the outputs, I doubt this is it. So we continue to search. We do have stir comp here, so we're comparing strings, which makes sense. So it does have to be in here somewhere. But it doesn't. I don't think it'd be this easy. I don't think it'd be so easy that they'll have. They'll do the same trick as they did before. There's got to be some other gimmick here. But hold on, stir comp. This is the version where if it doesn't see a null pointer or a null byte, it just keeps going. Is that exploitable somehow? I think the only the only way is if we, or the only way we can exploit this rather, is if we add a null byte in the middle, but then that's not really going to be useful. So do we just keep trying strings in here? I'm gonna move this one out of the way. Because we do have bomb, we have bad. ... S, whatever that is. But I think we did try these ones already. We didn't try the ... S though. But I wouldn't expect that to work. Or is that a regex? If that is a regex, then that means that I guess not. That's a regex, and that means we have to find a string that matches that regex. But I don't think that sits. Considering, where even is it? Those are periods, right? I think they are. So is it this, but backwards? I don't think so. This one looks like it has more debug info. We can't figure out if that's intentional. I guess we can run it through GDB and see. Once again, not really knowing how GDB works. All I really know here is run. But I don't think GDB is going to be part of this. I suppose it's worth looking at it for, you know, at least a little bit. This one is probably more... We're looking for... I don't want a core dump. The backtrace. Frame inspection. I do maintain that this is probably out of scope. Okay. Continuing to look at strings. So we have set our EUID, strcomp get EUID. These two are for the permissions. Strcomp is for the comparing the strings. And we have these strings, which are kind of suspicious. Then you've got shell after we're good. Is it not secrets? Because this seems extremely suspicious. I only have do stuff. They just called it do stuff. I'm assuming this is a function. Oh no, actually no, secret might be what's holding the secret. Yeah, that's probably it. What's this? What's this? I don't think we can access this, but what's this? Permission denied. Because it's owned by root. Because of course it is. And so we look here once again. I don't expect it to be this one, or like anything here, because that seems like it's in a region where it's not strings. The strings would be up here, probably, or like they would be here. Unless this is somehow the password. I don't think it will be. Yeah, so I don't think secret is the thing here. All right, what is this name? Kings DIII. Welcome in. We're playing Over the Wire. We're stuck on Leviathan level 2, or no, level 3, I think. Yeah, we're on level 3 going to level 4. This is a war game in which you get access to a server, and you're trying to figure out how to get a password for the next level. And to do that, you have to exploit something. In this case, we're given the hint that there is this level 3 binary here, and it's set UID, which means it is run as Leviathan 4, which means eventually we'll want to get a shell, and then we can access the password file. But we're trying to figure out how to get some sort of password that this is asking for. And so far, no luck yet. We have been looking at the strings outputs for this. Strings here is the Unix command for looking at the strings in a file. But so far, no real luck. Okay, just to make sure. Okay, I did try that one already. And supposedly this has a difficulty rating of 1 out of 10, so it's supposed to be fairly easy. And it requires just a bit of common sense and some knowledge about basic Nix commands. Strings is still fairly basic, so I think that's fine. GDB is probably not. But I think the only hint we have here is strings. Unless... No, I was going to put something into standard input, but I guess that's what we're doing here. Can you do this? You cannot. But yeah, if you'd like to play along, you are welcome to try. We got it using GDB, but there has to be an easier way. Yeah, there's got to be an easier way. I guess we could try. We'll already try these ones though. Although, considering you got it through GDB, then you know what the answer is, and I guess that means you know whether we should be able to get it from whatever it is that we've been doing here. If only I knew how to read ELF structures, which I don't. But this seems suspiciously readable, that's just it. Is it this? I doubt it. But it's also one of the ones that we haven't tried yet. Is there any known structure for the secret? Maybe try to grab some output. So all the passwords, if I can get back to there, all the passwords are 12 characters, but usually the passwords aren't going to be here. You're going to find the passwords in the in this file here. So for example, level 3. Leviathan 3 will have a password for this file, or for this level. But that's what we're looking for. We're looking for level 4, which we have permission denied because it's owned by level 4. So far the hints we have here are that... Can I... Great. I think I might have frozen... We are opening a new terminal. And we are reattaching tmux. This is why I do things in tmux, so you can go back. So far what we have here is that it's using string comp to compare the input with some sort of string that's inside of the binary. Although we're not quite sure what string it is. And we can also tell that once you have the password, it opens up a shell, and then from the shell you can open up the password file. The string is in binary, but not in one piece. Figured. So it probably has something to do with this. Just scrambled. Like I said, this one seems to be suspiciously readable. Seems like a password. Okay. What else can we have here? They're all 12 characters. Maybe we should try some 12 character combinations. So it's not... The final password is 12 characters, but the passwords or the things that you have to try for within the level aren't necessarily going to be 12 characters. And in fact, they probably aren't. Hold on, do we have anything? Yeah, so I have a feeling the secrets thing that we have here that says secrets, if I can find it again, is probably a function that assembles the secrets. But considering that I can't read this, You know, is a disassembler okay to use? There a standard disassembler? I'm pretty sure there is. Object dump. Surely not. Put S system, set our UID, start a text, wrap main, register clones. It's not what we're looking for. Main. The variable that holds a secret is not named secret. Okay. I don't know if it would it know what variable names? No, I was thinking it would probably be a function name or something, but there's a WTF in the middle as well. I don't think I noticed that one. Oh, you're right, there is. Also, where's the do stuff? I haven't really used, oh, here it is, disassemble all? Yeah, that's probably what we want. Do stuff as a function. So we're looking for, I mean, I guess we can try main. The thing is, it says that you don't need programming. It says you don't need programming skills to. It doesn't require any knowledge about programming, so already going into here is too much. This looks like it's probably a string. We got a push here, so then we call the stir comp. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Six? Wait. Four and 6. What do we see here that's 4 and 6? This is 4. This is 5. And then you compare them. Bomb is 4. It is 4. And then do stuff. Do stuff being, I'm assuming here do stuff is if, oh, I mean after the comparison. Jump if not equal to, so this is an if statement. That's a test, that's jump not equal, yeah, so that's an if statement. If you got it wrong, then you print otherwise you do stuff, which means basically calling, I'm assuming this is what calls the shell. Surely there's a way to string. There's gotta be a way to demangle this thing. Unicode controls the display view, TF encoded multi-byte characters and strings. Okay, well, hold on. Read ELF. Display information about ELF files. This is a thing. all sections. Section headers, program type segment mapping. This still feels like it's very out of scope for what we should be doing. Oh. Okay, we'll try that. WTF bad bomb. I think it might be getting somewhere, but Relocation section, symbol table, stir comp, sim tab, new hash bucket, new version, we don't really care. Good try, we're going way out of scope for something simple, yeah. But, you know, I also don't have any other, I don't think I have any other solutions, so even if it is a little bit complicated, I've got nothing else to try. I mean, clearly, as the 539 over on the YouTube chat says, it is doable by GDB. I do not know GDB well enough to be able to do that. But also, GDB seems to be very out of scope. At least with this one, you can kind of inspect the output. Register clones, frame dummy. Yeah, so going back to main. Push and push. There is. Where's your get string? Or get char, I guess. Assembly of section Feeney. Interesting. IO. There's a bunch of GNU stuff. You have strings here. Print F. F get S. So we have it at address. Actually, are these even addresses? Move L. It's already way out of scope. Move L instruction is generated because you have put two int variables. Move L perform a move of 32 bits. Dash M Intel. Main. D-word pointer. It's this address. So it's moving this to this address, but well, hold on. An entire D-word? Why an entire D-word? The D word is... How many bytes is that? 32 unsigned bit integer. 32-bit unsigned integer. There's a whole... That is more than... That's more than a single character. Oh! Kings D, welcome, welcome to... I don't think we actually have a, subscribe name, but thanks for subscribing. You are the third one. Okay, hold on. Are these characters? Or are they something else? But again, this is too complex for not having any programming knowledge, or not requiring any programming knowledge. Next level is a lot easier. That's good to know. Word pointer. Yeah, let's go back there. So it is a pointer to a D word. So these are... How does that work? I feel like I'm a little bit rusty on this one. Okay, 539. I think that we're at the point where we should probably get some sort of hints. So the iteration D word, I don't think so. I don't think that's how that works. I don't think that's how that works. Then again, I don't know how strings are I don't know how strings are handled in assembly here. Set a breakpoint and dump the local variables. Okay. So then the next question is, how do we set a breakpoint? Or how do we set a breakpoint at a certain spot where I don't have the source code? Breakpoint at... I mean, I guess we do have this, though. We have these addresses. But surely this is not the way to get addresses. Okay. So we'll go just before the string comp, I guess. Oh no, hold on. I do have symbols, so I guess I can just break on the main. But I also just already have this as well, so... Function not defined... No. I'll just break on main. Use the stir comp to check the password, so surely text exists in memory when the stir comp is called. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Where are false hits from before input is reds. Okay, so we are at the start of main, and then we just gotta figure out how to step through this. Oh, this is what I was looking for. Breakpoint on instruction address. Oh, I needed the star, that's why. How do I step through? This might be intended solution because the next level's executable does not have debug info. So much for basic commands. But okay, all right. If we assume that they pulled a what do you call it? XKCD. I'm blanking. I used to know what the number is. Jala. Oh, we'll find it with this one. If I can even spell geologists. Not this one. Average familiarity, that's what, 2501. You know, here. Silicon chemistry is second nature to us geochemists, so it's easy to forget that the average person probably only knows the formulas for olivine and 1 or 2 feldspars. And quartz, of course. I feel like we're in the same situation here. We're trying to compensate for experts in anything wildly overestimate the average person's familiarity with their field. Okay. Linus himself made this to call that basic. Well, to be fair, like this was made in. Actually, I don't think there is a year here. But considering the context, maybe like GDB and stuff were very common for folks back in the day. But you know, it doesn't require any knowledge. I guess this isn't technically programming. Right, fine. We're gonna break just before the start comp. Continue, is it? And then we figure out how to dump the variables. P. It's just P. Print everything. That's history. How do I list all the variables? Backtrace is going to help because we're only in the main program. We have watch, which isn't going to help. We have info. Info on breakpoints, info on the breakpoints, by threads. It's not really because there's only one thread. Hello? How do we see a list of variables? What do we see in memory? Info locals. Alright, so that is a start. Whatever this is. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and copy this, because that actually does look like it might be useful. Going to do it this way. So they are, it looks like it is actually printable, or yeah, printable for, or rather, they do look readable for a reason, and this is probably a reason. Okay. We'll just have a look at this and try things. Although perhaps it would have been better to continue the execution, see what went into start comp. Very close, but not quite there. Well, let's give this a shot anyway. I don't expect any of these to work. I feel like this is... Oh, hold on. This is secret. This is a secret. What do we have earlier? Three 2.2x. Hold on, we're gonna go back. We're going to break again at the. Actually, we're gonna break at main. Alright, I need to run the thing first. So we have whatever this is. Let me step through. Step. We can look at. Well, I need object dump. How many addresses, or how many instructions do we have here? So I maybe want to consider going up until here. Because after this here is a function call. Maybe look for a strcomp address, perhaps. Well, sort of. Because, okay, so this is the function call first strcomp. It pushes these. It pushes these onto the stack. And then calls the strcomp with these arguments. So you have EAX or EBP27. So this one, and then 2E, that one. What? What? That's in the same string. So you have 2E here, you have 2.7 here, and you are giving them both to strcomp. You can just break on a function name. Well, I guess I can break on strcomp, sure. You know, we should probably just do that. Continue without source file, that's fine. No locals. How do we know what arguments this was given? Show function arguments. No arguments. Want to run the set breakpoint for func and use the info args command to display the argument values. Which did we not? We'll run again. No, R. No, step. Invalid arguments. RTL, where are we? I don't think we're getting anywhere. This can't be right. Okay, we're going to get out of that. We're gonna go back to our get out of there. We're gonna go back and look at our object dump here. Info args when you leave StirComp. The problem is how do we leave? Actually, we could probably just step out. Finish is what we're looking for. Well, we'll try that again, sure. So is it what was it? It was, I am blanking. Break StirComp. We can run. Finish. And then info args. I think we're not in the right function. Where even are we? Are we outside? Up or down to a different stack frame. Okay. We'll try that again then. Initial frame selected, you cannot go up. Innermost frame selected, you cannot go up. But we got no arguments here. Next. We got no locals. Man. Okay, we're gonna go back to the object dump here. Because we have 2 instances of StirComp. Oh no, this one's in do stuff. Problem might be that StirComp is an assembly function. That could be a problem. Okay, so I think then we go here. XOR. Interesting. Got the answer from a local in the caller. And the caller. Oh, the caller. Oh yeah, which would be main, I guess. Because we have. So I don't see any pushes here. Well, I mean, there's this push here. But we don't get a call. We don't get any calls, we don't get any jumps. Unless I'm reading this wrong. It's LEA. What is the purpose of the LEA instruction? Load effective address. Design to support high-level address. Okay, But anyway, I think the important part here is that this is not a jump. Maybe do stuff takes arguments, and do stuff is after. So do stuff is after we get the right password, and then this is the one that does the shell stuff. So that's not going to help. But incorrect. Maybe it doesn't do the shell stuff. Okay, so let's have a look at what do stuff does then. Oh! Now, hold on. I seem to be forgetting how this thing works. Because if you don't have it, because there's the enter password. Hold up. Yeah, so I think do stuff might actually be... You're right. Good call. Good call. So when we look at main, what it does is we have the enter password thing. But then why is there a stir comp here? That one I'm not sure about. Because, okay, so we have the test here. Test EX to EX. Is that correct? We do the call. And we do the do stuff. Beware of false hits from before input is read. Oh yeah, that's what you said earlier. Okay, well, we can go into do stuff. And then see what we have here. If we have... So our move push... We have a fgetS. So this is where we get the string from the input. Now, you know what? This makes sense. Because this is where we get the input from the standard in. And then this is where we compare. It seems recursive, or is it not a call? I don't think this is recursive. This is saying jump to a instruction inside of this function. I don't think it's recursive, but also I haven't been looking too closely. Usually when you have a test and a jump, this is probably an if statement of some sort. I mean, I personally don't work with assembly, so this is a lot of this is just guessing, but I did take some assembly in university. We were working with MIPS, and a very simplified version of MIPS at that point. But okay, so we have this, and then is it there? Okay, so we're gonna break on here. So then the question is it in memory before or after we get the stuff from standard in? I suppose it doesn't really matter though. So we push just before it. Then we can do GDB on this, and we can break on this. We can run until we get to that point, and then we can do doesn't matter what, and we are at the breakpoint, and then we can do info locals. So this was in our buffer. Oh, what? SNL printf? Is that? That can't be the answer. Why is that the answer? What does this even mean? Okay, well this makes it easy then. Now that we're here, we can just open the bash shell. Leviathan 4. And then we have this. This is now our password. Once again, thank you for the help, 539. I hope you're right when you say that the next one's going to be easier. Alright, now we're going to give that a shot. I don't believe them when they say no bit of common sense and knowledge about basic Nix commands. This is GDB and basic Nix command. I wonder about that. Okay. Level 4. We are 2 hours in and we're only on level 4. If we're going at this pace, then that means that we're going to hit the end of level 7 at the 4-hour mark. Okay. It's like how IT people somehow know everything about computing except for programming. And I guess the other way is a programmer, people think programmers can work with printers. Times have changed, as you said. Maybe this was made when every program was seen, everyone knew GDB. Yeah, but are the non-programmers expected to know how to work GDB? Yeah, like, sure, technically it doesn't require any programming, but also, why would you be using GDB if you don't know programming? I don't know. We have trash. We got a... Oh no. We got another one. Why are these all binaries? Why are these all set UID binaries? Okay. Is there a way to translate this without having to go to a website? I think there actually is. Hold on. Binary string to ASCII Linux. Perl? Do I want to... I need to go the other way though. Oh yeah, no, XXD... XXDRB does the first 5 bytes, so I can get it to do the whole thing. So I remember writing a utility for this from some Stack Overflow answer. I ended up doing it in Python. I don't think that's... I don't know if it's quite correct. You shouldn't need Python for this. Especially since this feels like an early 2000s thing, and I don't think Python was... I mean, it was probably around. I think it was around. Because Python, I think, was 1995. But... Okay. This should be fine. Should maybe not be fine. Is this taking things in from standard input? Yes. Maybe. This 12? This is 12. This is probably the password. Why does this say UID then? It literally reads the password file. Okay, well, for, okay. Can I please get there? Strings, trash, bin. To keep adding that slash there. Yeah, okay, I see it. It's right there. That's why it has to be set UID, because it reads the password file that is owned by that user. And so then it can read that. It's infinitely easier. I was very close to that. Alright, moving on to level 5. Just, double checking. They didn't actually have any hints here, did they? They did not. I think all of these are intentionally... Yeah, no level, no info. Now it caught up to me, I'm stuck. Alright, let's see if we can get this. I got another set UID binary. Can't find temp file log. Unlink. That's going to delete a file. Fopen, that's going to open a file. Possibly for reading, possibly for writing. It needs to have a file called tempfile.log, but we don't know what's in it or what it should have. CRT stuff. Haven't used strace yet. Oh, right, that is a thing. So strace should give me the files that it ends up opening and stuff. But okay, so we touch this. We do have access to temp. Now we run it again. Ah. So we gotta grab this before. Do we have Tmux here? We do. Okay, perfect. So what we can do, we're gonna object dump this again. And then before it closes the file, or before the unlink actually, before it unlinks, we're going to go here. Yeah, right. So I think since it opens this file and navigates the file with FBOF. Yeah. So we just got to make sure we call it before the unlink. So after it closes the file, but before it deletes the file, we can go in and inspect the outputs. So we can GDB Leviathan 5, and then we can break on this address here. We can run this, and now we've broken, and then we can cat out temp slash. Oh wait, we had to create it first. I think we had to create. Yeah, I cannot find. Okay, we're gonna do that again. Touch. Temp file.log. We do this. Break 0x this. We run. Permission denied. How about this is empty? Do we need to, do we get, yeah, I might have to catch it earlier. strace would show if it wrote anything in the file, and it doesn't seem to. Interesting. Okay, well, let's have a look at strace and see what it does anyway. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Gotta touch that first, and then what do we have here? It is because this is set UID Leviathan 6. Now the problem is chmod plus A plus W. If Leviathan 6 doesn't have access to write to this, it's not going to write anything to it. So we need to give it write permissions first. We gotta make sure it exists first, and then we give it right permissions. So now it should have right access to it. And then we go into GDB. And we break on that address. We run. Download. Oh, no, this is fine. And then we go check the contents of temp slash. What was it called? Temp slash. The file.log. There's nothing in there. Okay, we're gonna do that sequence of steps again. So file.log, and then we do chmods a+w. Afraid you must go. All right. Well, thanks for all the help, and thanks for dropping by. Have a good evening. File.log. So we touch this. We give it right permissions, and then we do something. Actually, no. We just do this, and then we can do strace that. And see what it does here. So set UID unlink open at. I don't think it's writing anything. Read, close, set threads. Read only. It's reading this only for... Oh, okay, so we have to put something into file.log, and it's reading something in it, and it expects something. Okay, interesting. So it's not going to write anything. This is processing what's inside of file.log, and we just got to figure out what that is. Okay, so we open the strings here and see what it's doing. Hopefully we can find something. But of course, we don't see anything. LNS. We're gonna try something crazy here. Leviathan 6. And then we put that in as a symbolic link to file. We have file.log being a symbolic link to Leviathan 6, and then maybe that'll give us something. And then we run the thing. Aha! There we go. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what that program is doing, but it seems to be the answer. It was probably just outputting whatever the contents of the file is. Okay, so that's 6. And we have one more. Actually, yeah. We go from level 6 to level 7. Almost there. And here I thought Leviathan was going to take 30 minutes. I definitely did not... Okay, I said earlier in the stream that I feel like I did do Leviathan. I don't think I ever finished it. I maybe have gotten a couple levels in and then that level came up, whichever one it was. And I don't think I got anywhere past that. But now here we are. Oh, it's 6. Though I can say that I probably wouldn't be able to do this myself, so it's good that we have help here. Okay, so we got another one that is a set UID. We're gonna look at strings. Got a printf A to I. Oh. Why? Sure. That's why, because it's 4-digit code. And if it's right, then it opens a shell. If it's wrong, then it just doesn't. But that's only 1,000, so it's not too hard to brute force. I think I would rather just brute force this thing. Okay. So we can do 4i in... This shouldn't take that long, surely. Do Leviathan 6. Wait, hold on. What does it do after that? If it does get it, then it opens a shell. Okay. And then we just let it run. This is going to take a while. But it's only 1,000, so it shouldn't take that long. Alright. Whichever one that is. Cats TC Leviathan past Leviathan, what is this, 7? Yes. Okay, and now this is going to say that there's nothing there because... Stop. You don't need the rest. Because that is the end. So is there an 8? There's no 8. Congratulations. Well done, you seem to have used a Nix system before. Now try something more serious. Please don't post write-up solutions or spoilers about the games on the web. Thank you. Well, it's a little bit too late for that. It's okay. But yeah, here we are. Level 7. There's nowhere to go after this, so I think... I said if we finished early, we do the next one. Krypton is probably going to be just as hard. Actually, this isn't too bad, but I think we're probably going to leave this for later. Because we are past 2 hours. And while I normally go for like 2.5, 3-ish, 2 hours is fine. As I do not want to get stuck on one of these and then accidentally take another 2 hours. Especially with something like this. Because this one seems like it would be kind of hard. Aha. Yeah, we're not doing this today. We'll drop by next stream then. Alright, well thanks for dropping by. Looking ahead to next week. Next week I actually won't be streaming because I will be in the office all week. So I won't be able to come back in time for my usual stream time, but I will be uploading an improv video. Piano improv video. Maybe we'll do something with that, maybe not, we'll see. I have another improv idea in mind, so maybe we'll do that one first. But I think this improv video is at least nice to listen to. Alright, what else do we have? Oh, Discord, yes. So for those of you not in the Discord, feel free to join there. We do have channels for, I guess this falls under the Linux channel, or maybe the programming channel. I don't know, one of those two. This is technical enough that it's probably fine. But yeah, but you can look, or you can, in there you can also get notified of upcoming streams and the schedules and whatnot. There's one more. I don't remember what it is though. Oh yeah. Ron Schnell. Assuming this is still going forward, I need to confirm with him. But we will be having a collab with Ron Schnell very soon. So get your questions ready. I will be asking for questions very soon, within the next week or so. So he is the author of the game Done It that we played some time ago. It's shipped with Emacs. But yeah, for those of you who were in the Discord prior, he did manage to find my Done It stream and watch through all 4 hours of it. And now we're going to be doing a stream together. So come with your questions. I will be asking for questions at some point, so be excited for that. Okay, I think that's probably it. There might be more, but anything more I'll probably just put in the Discord. So for those of you who are new here, my name is Penbu. I'm the programming, puzzle gaming, and music making YouTuber on Linux. Today we were playing Leviathan, which was way harder than this 1 out of 10 that it suggests that it is. But we got through it. Once again, next week I'm not streaming. The week after, hopefully I definitely will be. So yeah, just watch out for that schedule there. Oh wait, I think that's it. For those of you on Twitch, we'll find somebody to rate, so stick around. For those of you on YouTube, I'm just gonna end as usual. And then there we go. We will see you next time. Thanks for dropping by, chat, and have a good weekend. Hey. Where's my thing? Ah, there it is. Alright, I think I found somebody. We're gonna go raid Rika Yamano, fellow Tetris streamer, but today she is playing Minesweeper, and I didn't know she played Minesweeper. So we're gonna go pay her a visit. If you'd like to participate in the raid, there's the raid message. You can go ahead and copy and paste that. And send that in her chat when we go over. Yeah, I think that's it. Enjoy the Minesweeper. And enjoy your weekend. Alright. Thanks for dropping by again.